Thank you for clicking on today's video. So today's video is going to be a little bit interesting. Something that happened in LA recently. They are going to ban a U-turn sign, and it's not for reasons that you think so. It's because it's anti-LGBTQ. But before we get into this video, go ahead, like this video, subscribe to this channel for more content like this. So now let's get into the article that first started this. So this comes from the Los Angeles Times. It is titled Silver Lake removes last traffic signs of its anti-gay past. Sounds amazing. At first glance, the signs are innocuous, simply directing traffic on the road, but longtime queer resident of Silver Lake knew that they were a symbol of the neighborhood's darker past. Messages like no cruising, no U-turns, midnight to 6 a.m. were posted around the neighborhood in 1997. This was the intent to curb gay men from roaming the streets to hook up, which is very strange. For years, the signs remained, even as the city's leadership changed and the community grew, until this week. In celebration of LGBTQ community members, District 4 Councilman Nithya Raman and District 13 Council Member Hugo Soto Martinez retired the signs on Monday. And of course, guess what? They're people of color. So the person who started this was a transgender girl named Girl. It's an enigma, guys. We don't understand how gender is. It's just a whole mystery. He comes out explaining the reasoning for it. So let's go ahead and take a listen to it.
No U-turn signs are homophobic in Silver Lake, and here's why.
Oh yeah.
Hey everybody, it's Maybe. So a couple of days ago, I posted a video on TikTok and on Instagram that was detailing the removal of the last no U-turn signs associated with the no cruising ordinance here in Los Angeles, and claimed it as an anti-LGBTQIA issue. And folks were asking, how can a no U-turn sign be homophobic?
Do you guys hear the background? It sounds like there's a pride parade going on behind this video.
Homophobic. How is that anti-LGBTQIA? Of course, the homophobes, the transphobes.
That's a very logical question to ask if you're not mentally insane.
Came out en masse and were saying, yo, this is just a no U-turn sign.
Said yo.
Now making a U-turn is homophobic. Well, I'm here to give you a little history lesson about why the no U-turn signs in Silver Lake actually are homophobic.
Yes, let's take a history lesson from someone like you. Yes, teach us, kind he, she's person.
So this story goes back to 1988. July 27th, 1988, a story came out in the LA Times. It was actually my second birthday. This was almost 36 years ago. Cruising in that particular context referred to low riding, street riding in neighborhoods, on streets, back and forth, and it was specifically used to target the Latino community.
What does that have to do with gay people?
However, this law, this ordinance, was actually also used to target and profile gay people here.
They always try to find a way to be the victim. I don't understand this. It's crazy. It's 2024. It's not the 1980s. What does that have to do with you? It's not a law. It's an article. It's not a set in stone law. Go on the government website and show me this law. This is just a news article.
For Lake. So in 1997, let's fast forward a little bit. Almost 10 years later, LA Times puts out another article detailing how neighbors on Griffith Park Boulevard are fed up with gay men cruising in the area for gay sex. And so signs were installed, no cruising signs and no U-turn signs between 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. all along Griffith Park Boulevard. So how is this homophobic?
This wasn't I'm just gonna keep on saying this. This was an article. An article came out saying that allegedly they're gonna put out these signs. This is from an article. Where is the government documents specifically saying they're going to do this? This was the proof that this person presented, and they passed it. They said, "Okay, we're going to do it now." It's insane. I know this is not all throughout LA. This is just that specific area. But come on, this is ludicrous. There's no governmental law saying that we put out a U-turn sign just to divert the gay sex. Let me just go ahead and find a random article and show it saying that I should be getting paid money for free and not work, and then they should make that a law for me, right? That's what they're doing. This person is finding something that was made 30 years ago. It's not a law.
This particular ordinance was used to profile gay men who LAPD perceived to be seeking gay sex in the area. Now, Silver Lake is a very queer neighborhood. It's been a queer neighborhood since
then why
at
is
least
this a problem
the 1950s.
then?
Many of you know about the Black Cat demonstrations that happened in 1967, which actually predated Stonewall. Fast forward to the 1990s, Stonewall. Fast forward to the 1990s, and Silver Lake is still a queer hub. There were a number of gay bars in the area, and there was at least one gay bar pretty close to where Griffith Park Boulevard is. Now, Griffith Park Boulevard is a residential street, really low traffic except for rush hours. So early in the morning when people are going to work, late in the afternoon when people are coming home from work. So if no U-turns were a traffic safety issue, don't you think that the no U-turn signs would just be there generally? Why would the sign specifically say between midnight and 6 a.m.?
Because people are sleeping around that time. Maybe it's dangerous to make a U-turn before those hours, so they came out with a time frame. It's like that everywhere. Go to a state park. They said you cannot be at this park when the sun sets to the sun rises. Is that a gay conspiracy theory too? It just makes sense. You don't even have to research this. You just use common sense. Clearly, it's not safe to make U-turns around beyond those time frames. We've all seen this our whole lives. These signs that mean something. Right? You take a driving course, it has it in the dang driver's manual. So now let's go ahead and look at the news video. I thought it was kind of funny. Let's kind of just diverge from this nonsensical babble that you would literally walk by a homeless person in downtown Sacramento and they would be talking the same way about gayness and the government and taxes. It's babble. It's literally babble. Of course, they have a drag queen standing right there about 7 feet tall.
LA City Council members Hugo Soto Martinez and Nithya Raman were on hand today to help remove the signs. They say the no cruising and no U-turn signs were put up in the 1990s to prevent people in the gay community from meeting up with other gay people.
I was also surprised that these U-turn signs were still up. And at first, they seem a little...
I'm surprised too. No one ever knew about it.
U-turn sign. But when you learn the history of it and you realize that these were used to profile gay people, it's so important that we have these removed.
The LA City Council members say the signs were put up after the gay community...
Okay, let's just take a step back. Let's just say this is all true, right? Like, this is specifically made to target gay people, right? It's a target to be an anti-area for them. How in the world does this affect LA? LA is like the most pro-LGBT area in the whole entire state. I don't understand how this would affect anything at all. I'm so glad I don't live in LA, but I feel bad for the people who do. But at the same time, they do vote for these people in office to sit down and listen to these crazy people just talk. Like, dude, you can literally walk down the street to downtown Sacramento and you can hear homeless people talk like this person was talking about a U-turn sign. I'm not kidding. This is, and you have these idiots in office sitting down going, oh, that makes sense. We should do something about that to make you guys happy. It's just, the crazy people, literally lunatics are running the state. And they're going to run into the ground. The state is already going down the path to a communist country. And it's just, it's insane, dude. It's just, it doesn't affect my life at all. I know, that's what they say. Oh, it doesn't affect your life. Why does this irritate you? Because this is going to go down the path of, okay, we're going to ban a no U-turn sign. Now we're going to ban this sign. We're going to ban this sign. And it's like, it's just going downhill, guys. But anyway, I just wanted to kind of talk about this video. It's pretty insane how specifically the U-turn sign was invented to scare away gay people. I don't understand, guys. I mean, I do understand because they're crazy, and people who are mentally unstable need validation, and but at the same time, people just need help. They need help. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video today. Like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you all in the next one.